Okay, so let's talk about sweeteners. Have you ever really, truly wondered what's going on inside your body when you pick sugar versus, say, a natural sweetener? Because it goes way deeper than just calories. We're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden battle that happens inside your cells every single time you get a craving for something sweet.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. A single teaspoon. That's not just a tiny little event your body deals with and moves on from. The source material calls it a full-blown chain reaction of inflammation and stress. So what in the world does that actually look like? Let's trace it.
All right, we're going to follow that chain reaction step by step. Forget the nutrition label for a minute. We're going to look at what's happening on a biological level, from the exact moment that sugar hits your system. And trust me, this is where it gets really fascinating. So, this is the part we all kind of know, right? The sugar rush. You eat sugar, your blood glucose goes up, and your body sends out insulin to manage it all. But that jolt of energy, that's really just the starting pistol. The real problem is that when your body breaks down all that refined sugar, it creates these messy, unstable molecules that start bouncing around your system like pinballs, setting the stage for some serious damage just beneath the surface. And here's where that damage really takes hold. That sugar spike isn't just a temporary thing. It actually leads to a direct attack on your cells. And the best way to picture what's happening is to imagine your cells literally rusting from the inside out. Now, the scientific term for this rusting is oxidative stress. I know it sounds super technical, but the analogy is perfect. You know how oxygen in the air combines with iron and creates rust on a car? Well, it's kind of the same thing. Those unstable molecules from the sugar breakdown, they attack and weaken your cells, making their protective outer layer, their membrane, brittle and weak. To get even more specific, scientists call this process lipid peroxidation. It sounds complicated, but let's break it down. Lipid just means fat. And your cell membranes? They're made of these really important fats that are supposed to keep them flexible and strong. So what we're saying is, sugar is literally causing the very building blocks that protect your cells to corrode and fall apart. And this right here, this is the result. It's a tale of two cells. On one side, you've got cells that are getting hammered by sugar, their protective walls just cracking under the pressure of all that oxidative stress. And on the other side, you've got these healthy, vibrant cells, totally protected by strong, flexible fats. This is literally the choice you're making on a microscopic level with every sweet thing you eat. But hey, it is not all doom and gloom. Far from it. What if you could have that sweetness and have protection for your cells? Well, this is where the story totally flips. Because nature actually gives us its own shield against this damage, which means we can enjoy sweetness without kicking off that whole destructive chain reaction. So, meet the heroes of our story, things like carob syrup, stevia leaf, monk fruit, and coconut nectar. These guys are fundamentally different from refined sugar. Why? Because they come loaded with antioxidants. You can think of antioxidants as your cell's personal bodyguards. They literally hunt down those damaging, unstable molecules and neutralize them before they can even start that whole rusting process. Let's zoom in on just one of these heroes for a sec. Carob syrup. Its secret weapon is a group of powerful compounds called polyphenols. Now, these are just a specific type of antioxidant. They're these amazing little micronutrients from plants that have incredible protective benefits for us. They are the key to its defensive superpower. So check out how this works. It's pretty simple, actually. You have some carob syrup, those protective polyphenols get into your bloodstream, and then they basically act like a dedicated shield for your cells. They get in there, they intercept the attackers, and they stop that rusting, that lipid peroxidation from ever even getting started. Okay, so this brings us to the most important part, right? What do we actually do with all this information? Well, it all boils down to making a really simple but seriously powerful swap in our day-to-day lives. And the benefits of making that one little swap? Ugh, they are huge. When you choose to protect your cells from that rusting, you're also helping out your heart. You're keeping your energy levels nice and stable, no more of those crazy crashes, and you're lowering inflammation all over your body. And the best part? You get to do all of that without giving up sweetness. It's so easy to feel like you have to overhaul everything all at once, but that's not what this is about. Every single small swap you make is a win for your cells. These little choices, when you make them consistently, they really add up and build a foundation for some incredible changes to your health in the long run. So, when it comes right down to it, It's this. Every time you reach for a natural sweetener instead of refined sugar, you're making a choice to protect your body on the most fundamental level possible. And believe me, your cells will absolutely thank you for it. So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Think about your days so far, maybe your morning coffee or that yogurt you had. What is one simple, sweet swap that you could make starting right now, today?